Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and whatever else is watching. My name is Nick, and we are playing once more Dragon Quest Builders 2 on the Nintendo Switch 2. In the previous episode, we actually made a pumping station over here for our muscly guys to work on their muscles, and we made a nice abode or a room for Babs, where she got dressed into a bunny outfit. And originally I thought, hey, she changed her hair too, but no, she still has the same hair. She only has bunny ears now. As you can see, I've also made a few changes, a few cleanup stuff. I moved that this room a little bit to the side, and I put a stone wall here, which actually closes that entrance. And this is also not. In addition, I have put a iron wall around this part, and I will come back to it later. Talk about this later when we have done our battle now, because as you can see at Melworth's icon, that there is a battle brewing at this moment. However, I'm also completely starving, so let's eat. And where do I have something else? Yeah, let's take out this as well. I ate some meat for some attack up. So, oh yeah, I've also given all these burly dudes that will be fighting copper swords, because those are the best swords I can make at the moment. Bad news, Nick. Metal Mickey here was right. There's an army of monsters closing in as we speak. I don't know if it's the pup they're aiming for, or Goldirox himself, but one thing's for sure. This whole thing reeks of the children of Hagen. How are our weapons? If any of these fellas can fight, you better give them a sword or something. We'll need all hands on deck for this one. Yep, I gave everyone a sword, even Babs. You might not see it because of her bunny outfit, but she is packing a weapon as well. She is carrying a sword. So yeah, you can also give her one, even though it doesn't show up. Once the fight begins, you will see her wielding a sword. So do you think we're ready? Yes, we are. Haha, that's what I like to hear. Let's meet these monsters head on and teach them a lesson they'll never forget. Me fight too. Protect town. Protect Babs. I think Babs is gonna join us in the fight. So, yeah. You heard the golem. With him on our side, those monsters don't stand a chance. Let the battle commence. Whee! Okay. As you can see, these monsters cannot break through an iron wall. In addition, where's Babs? Yeah, you can see Babs over there. She is carrying a sword at this moment. That is also something I want to do. These monsters are tougher. They can break through umber if need be. They can break through copper wall and everything. Iron wall at this moment is pretty much the sturdiest and cheapest wall to make. So if you can build that, that would be very beneficial. It will keep all the random enemies out. Of course, these scripted battles, ow, Ooh, now we have a coup de grace. As soon as you see that icon down there below, and you see Melroth with this red aura, you can press L plus A, preferably in a very large group of monsters, and you do that attack. It does a shit ton of damage. Around 1,000 or so. Oh, I just missed the... Oh. Yeah, they are going to break our terrain here, and that is not going to be restored. You madman! You hit through the... You hit through our defensive wall. No! Well, it didn't hit a room, so... Okay. Melroth gets stronger and Neek reaches level 15. Oh yeah, that's also something I had to do watch out for, because I got attacked by monster mobs while doing some building for myself. Back on the Isle of the Awakening, by the way. And yeah, I almost reached level 15 by that. So I thought, okay, maybe now I should cut out the building for a little bit. Here's maximum HP increase. Okay.
Yaha!
Ooh, I learned an iron broadsword. Did you see the symbols on their robes and shields? Those monsters were with the children of Hagen, alright. Who else, eh? Once we started building here, it was only a matter of time before they came to put a stop to it. I expect this is just the start. Me remember who turned metal to stone. Who turned me to stone golem, was Underseer Medusa. She controls the island. She sounds like the brainy baboon we'd beat back on Furrowfield. I guess we'll just have to take her out too. Medusa dangerous, turn me to stone. Take away power. Want power back, but need gold. Need become gold golem again to beat Medusa. Oi! You lot! You ain't gonna believe this. Oi. Me and a couple of lads was digging away down this tunnel when we hit some kind of metal none of us have ever seen. Give me a closer look at that. Why that? There's a lump of pure silver. You say silver. Me become Silver Golem. Get power back. Let's do it. First we'll turn him into a Silver Golem and then we can go for gold. I say we stuff the children of Argon and grab ourselves as much silver as we can. Hold it! Before we get stuck into that, there's an important job to do. Them rotten rotters messed up our town, something rotten, in that last battle. How's about we fix it up for you? After all, we're all builders now. Nick, you just put your feet up and we'll take care of the rest. Back in a jiffy. Are you gonna put back rock? Nature formation? The base is restored to its former glory. I guess he could reach through it. It would seem an accursed builder is in our midst. What do you make of him? Haha! I've picked out words from under my toenails. We need not disturb the Underseer with such trifles. Agreed. Now is not the time to obliterate them. Let us bide our time until they have built this ramshackle hamlet into a thriving town, when there will be all the more to destroy. Hagen would certainly approve, but we cannot let this heresy go unchallenged. What say we send in the troops now, and then keep the scum of our toes, on their toes. Yeah, what would be that would be a delightful. Have fun playing with your little blocks, builder, for it will not last long. And oh yeah, listen here lads, the light's fading fast, so we'd better get cracking with today's accumulation declaration. Haha, nice timing for that one. But we don't have any silver. Wait, what? Ah man, I thought I had placed the thing back to a good position. Maybe I should. Well, gather around lads, it's time to kick off today's declaration. And it looks like we've bagged a bumper haul. First up is Nick's here, and he won't be disappointed. Here goes! 76 lumps of coal, 28 chunks of iron, 22 chunks of copper, and that's all. Alright, that's your lot. You boys deserve a digger's jigger or two tonight. Just make sure you're up bright and early for mining in the morning. Yeah, even though there were some people who already brought the, how do I say it, some silver. We are not getting silver yet because we haven't discovered any veins. And I do think I probably will have to move this one a little bit to here, to this place, in order to get the camera unstuck, because I think this wall over here is kind of hurting its positioning. Yeah, this wall probably is the problem. But with that being said, now that we actually have had this cutscene, the monsters that will randomly start attacking us will contain skeletons. Those dreadnought warriors, cosmonauts and all that kind of stuff. They can break through walls like butter through, like a hot knife through butter. These walls will not be safe. Oh yeah, I increased the size of my my dormitory as well. It can house now a lot more. And that is why, because when you're building in this town and you think, oh yeah, I'm actually not really up to going at it for that much, especially where we are going to build, because this is the place where they always will be attacking, and we are going to be building at the other side of the town soon. And running back and forth, you will have to restore a lot of, well, of the walls around here. An iron wall is something they cannot break. They cannot break through this. And it is pretty much the cheapest metal you can get at this moment. Just put up a wall like this with a door in them, because they don't know what to do with doors either. And they cannot break through. Do make sure that they don't have anywhere they can actually jump up one block. Because then they can just hop over the wall, and that's also not a good thing. Okay, having that said, Goldirox has a quest for us. And considering we found silver, we will probably have to find silver. Won't become Gold Golem. But no gold, only silver. Find silver, become Silver Golem. Then find gold. Okay. We'll gladly help, Goldirox. How much silver will you be needing? On top of head, about 3,000 lumps. 3 bleeding fast, You're having a laugh, ain't you? And what's this all about? A couple of 100 lumps either way makes a big difference, you know? Sorry, me be more accurate. Miner find 1 lump, so need 2,999 more. That better? Don't listen to him, Goldirox. We'll find all the silver you need. Don't you worry, I'll make sure those miners dig until their fingers bleed. Easier said than done, mate. You don't understand the mental strain of working underground all day. It takes more than a few glasses of Digger's Jigger to get over that. Well, what if we had a gorgeous new pub? Would that help pep you up for some more mining? I'm thinking of a place that's bigger and better than the Copper Bar. It'll have a counter in the back and a stage to dance on. The works. Oh, and how's about a big shiny swimming pool and all? Would that do the trick? Well, that's a blatant request. Where in this town do you want to put that? A pool? Bleeding, right? It would. That definitely get me in the mood for mining. A quick dip after work. It relax me aching muscles and get me ready for the next day's digging. Yeah, it sounds like just what we need. But where are we gonna put something like that? The town's cramped enough as it is. Yeah, and it is also messing up with the camera at the moment already. Damn. What are you chatting, Doogie? Just call the boys in and we'll clear its space easy. What about them orcs over there? They ain't doing nothing useful. Let's smash them up and make a place for the new pub. Here we go, lads. Let's get shot of these rocks. Would have thought removing a few rocks make such a massive difference. We've got plenty of space for the new gaff now. Reckon you can draw us a new blueprint for a second pub, Nick? We can call it the Silver Bar.
Yep.
Nick draws out a silver blueprint. Okay, so this is a bar with a pool in it. The part in the middle there, yeah, we're gonna be pouring water in that part. It requires iron blocks. It requires a lot of silver, but ladders, yeah, back on for the stage part, and golden braziers. Oh, we're gonna need some gold. Light box, connecting counter, stone table, dining table, and a bunch of things that we don't even know how to build yet. Such as the deck chair and the light box. The water jug is something we don't know either. Playing cards, never seen those. Umbrella, oh, that's gonna be fun. Yeah, but if you can see, as well, this thing does not have any walls. In order to make the parts that are actually upping the morale, are those counters, those playing card sets, You can also see if you look... Oh, no. Zoom in a little bit. Here, you can see the playing card set floating above it. And that is because the playing card set itself is also a block. The blueprints are really well suited for showing what blocks are, actually. Because, yeah, the things that you would say, okay, that should be flat on the surface of the table, show up elevated like this on a blueprint. The same goes for train tracks and minecarts, for example. They have a similar effect going on. But as I said, here these tables, these deck chairs, the counter at the back, those are things that are actually the things that will increase morale. So whenever you are deciding to, well, the pool itself as well, but you'd be surprised what actually is the pool, and not everything in there is it. So focus on the things that give meaning to the morale. However, there are no walls, so that is not something to ignore. But the dancing stage over here, that is something you can pretty much leave to the end. The flooring, on the other hand, yes, you will need to lay down, but you can also put down other stuff like umber that we got, if you got that, or clodstone. We've got a lot of clodstone at the moment. You can put that as a temporary thing to either build those those morale boosting sets that we have in here. So if you really want to go up fast in morale, then I suggest focus on building those things. So don't worry about the silver too much at the moment to create all that silver blocks. Just have enough silver to create the few furniture items and decorations that will increase the morale. Cool, blimey, it's beautiful. When it's finished, the silver bar will be a sight to behold. Is it a bar? Is it proof? Is it the pool? All I know, it's swanky ass. With a gaff like this to come back to, we can relieve the stress of digging down in the darkest depths. Neek, have new favor. You want here? Ooh. Third favor. Build silver bar. Make lovely pup. Miners dig more. Get more metal. Lots more metal. A top-notch poolside pup like this will be a big boost to the miners' morale. They'll bag more silver and gold than you can shake a stick at. The only thing what we get us going even more is if somebody did the Khrumbul-Dun Rumba for us. The Khrumbul-Dun Rumba? It's the island's traditional dance. Treating the miners to some fancy footwork is sure to raise their morale even more. Not that I'm asking anyone in particular to take the stage. You're not asking anyone particular. It's a traditional dance. And you have one person who is at this moment a dancing girl. Right, you're not asking anyone in particular. Fine, I'll do it. If it means Sneak and the lads will get more metal. I don't mind one bit. There's some kind of stage on the blueprint, right? It'd be a shame if no one used it. And besides, I'm a dancing girl now, after all. Babs, always kind. Always want to help. Me want see Babs dance. Hold your horses, Goldirox. I never said I'd do it now. The stage ain't even built yet. Once the pub's finished and I've had a chance to practice me moves, then I'll dance for you. How does that sound? Hurry everyone, Bill Bar. Want to see Babs dance. Not this again. Do any of these idiots actually want to get the mine back in working order? Or are they only interested in gawping at girls? I think they probably both. They do want to have the mine in working order, but I can't blame them wanting to gawk at girls. Okay, Melroth. Magrock. So, the next mission sorted. Think you can get down below and try to find some more silver. First, you need to find a vein. Lead the rest of the lads to it, so they can get to work. Then bring me back a few lumps so I can check the quality. 5 should be enough. Where are we gonna find this vein though? Apart from that one lump, we ain't come across no other silver. It must be hidden behind some well-hard rocks, what we can't break. Leave to me! Goldirox, how can you help us? I thought you'd lost all your power. Well, maybe he lost all his power, but not all his power. Here you have a problem. Hard rock problem. Me help. But scared of tunnels can no go alone. Knee right on shoulders. Show way to hard rocks. Punch hard rocks. Ha! I've got to see this. Hurry up and hop on, Nick. Alright then. Let's head down to the spot. Our mate here says he'll show us where he found the silver. Goldirox can give Nick a piggyback. The rest of us will follow on foot. Come on, let's shake a leg. Yeah, okay. I can hop on by pressing R to ride. This is the introduction of monsters that can actually be ridden. Or you can ride monsters. Also, this is gonna be a little bit tricky, but we need to figure out... Oh, wait. Yeah, this is the problem. Goldirox is a little bit small for these things, and usually I have this thing open so I can hop over here. Goldirox, can you actually fit through that? Yeah, barely. Oh boy. Also, if you're wondering, do I have to hurry based on the music and everything? No, not really. Here's where I found the silver. If there's any more in these mines, I'll bet me nan it's behind that wall. And as we've already seen, I hope you're right. Now then, Goldirox, time to work your magic and blast a hole through these rocks. One punch, but scared to miss. Need tell me where and when. Ready to say, you say, punch me, smash wall. Okay, Goldirox. As we have seen before, we couldn't hit this with our hammer. We couldn't break that. Goldirox actually his punch functions similar to the Big Bash. So, in case you gotta wonder what the Big Bash was, Big Bash is a hammer attack that can break blocks in a 3x3x3 size. A punch from a golem destroys blocks by a 10x10x10 size difference. Is that a ghost I'm hearing? Well, maybe. Also, if you're wondering, am I not dawdling too much and running out? No, not really. Because this is meant for story progress. Is this 10 by 10? I thought it was 10 by 10. It can be that Goldirox can only do 7 by 7 at the moment. But also here you can see that the line with this hard rock is here a single wide. And it actually makes a cube around this area that you cannot enter it. Ha ha ha! Hard rocks, no laughing now. Still weak, but not rest yet. More hard rocks ahead, maybe. And like I said, I can actually go anywhere now. And have Goldirox do any damage, for example. Oh, for example, I can punch here and, well, yeah, this will not actually yield anything, but it will also not make me feel lose energy, because progress is based on, well, energy loss is based on progressing the digging of the tunnels. These tunnels. I actually have to go through a bunch of these walls. So, ooh, this one is a little bit thicker than the previous ones. Picking up blocks with Goldirox with a golem is also not really that easy. Oh, oh. Yeah. Let's finish it up that we can actually make it smooth around here. Ooh. We are going deeper and deeper. It's actually going down. And this probably is... yeah, this is more likely to be... also pick these up if you don't want to lose it. And even though I did say that Clodstone isn't actually that useful, it does serve a purpose though. It's not that if you Clunk clang, no can move, no strength left. Copper body, too weak, must rest. Take all the time you need, Goldirox. Now you've knocked through the walls, we don't need you anymore. Oh boy, that's a little bit... Me and the lads will make sure Goldirox gets back to town, alright? You'll all press on ahead and find that silver. Alright, just make sure you don't drop the geezer on your toes or nothing. We'll give this place a once over. There's gotta be more silver nearby. Okay. Like I said, pick up the Clodstone. Goldirox will be here for a little bit. The Clodstone can still function if you want to make a mine type of environment. Actually, for certain natural environments, Clodstone actually works pretty well, and because you are also now using it, how do I say it, using it as getting a lot, it can also serve as a filler block of something that is not shown at the surface, but does need to have a volume. So yeah, where you can get something. Goldirox will go to town as soon as we unload him, so after this... Whoa, check that thing out, Nick. What do you think that it could be? Maybe we could use those massive chains to climb down. That pit's the deepest place anyone's ever been us miners included. I don't want to know what's waiting for us down there. Okay, well, you've got a bunch of ways to go here actually. You can climb down here, but eventually we need to go down. And this is also the first bit. Well, actually no. I was gonna say this is the first bit where we are dealing with the lower level. So lower level. But as you can see here, we already have a little bit of lower level on the map. And that was the canyon over here where we had the wheat. Originally I didn't play that part, or I saw that there, but I didn't jump down. So this would have been my first introduction to the lower level map. It wouldn't open up here earlier. And I don't know why they have a ship wheel around here. Also, there is a little Wah! I did not want to jump this far down. I'll be getting back up to where I wanted to go. Can I get from here? Ha! Thank you, Windbreaker. And now please don't miss the ladder. Because, hey, here there's another little cabin where, well, miners probably could have spent the night. This is such nifty little details around here. Oh, I could have climbed up this ladder as well. Completely forgot about that. But we were directed to go down those chains. So, let's jump down those chains. Oh, that's the wrong chain. I need this one. Ooh, and as you can hear, there's a naviglobe over there. Get a load of this place. This is one cavernous cave. Do you really think there's silver and gold in these tunnels? Well, one way to find out. Explore them. Probably. I love to find out. But the sheer thrill of exploration got me rooted on the spot. To the spot. Or is that fear? Either way, I can't stop shaking. Hang about. Have a butcher's at that, Nick. There's a bleeding naviglobe all the way down here. Don't forget to activate it before you head back up top. Unless you like trudging through tunnels like a troglodyte. Nah, I don't. Speaking of tunnels, there's a blinking big one over there. Come on, let's go out and take a closer look. Why are you humping a mushroom? Okay. Well, let's go down here first. Well, that's the naviglobe. You will find down here a bunch of these braziers and lanterns that are actually turned off. You can turn them back on if you pick them up and place them back again. This will bring back some light to the tunnels. There is also another way, and that is something we will be going over in the next, in the next mission. There are also some other things. We have frog stools. These are mushrooms that teach us antidotal herb, a curative compound of anti-venomous vegetation. Cures the effects of poison. Although we don't have that much poison to be worried about around here. So yeah, this thing isn't actually useful for cooking. Frog stools are poisonous. These things, on the other hand, this is like the mushroom. This one gives us a new recipe. We also see here, instead of a red or pinkish vine apple, we have a shine apple. A blue one. And you can probably guess a blue is probably a better version of the Digger's Jigger that we originally had. Yeah, those things, you can gather some around here. I would recommend it. Don't gather everything just yet, because we'll be needing a few. Malwath! Stop doing that! We will be needing a few live ones later on. God blimey, Nick! I thought you'd left me here. I ain't seen nothing in all this rotten darkness. Anyway, my abs are going absolutely haywire, so there's gotta be some silver up ahead. If it weren't so dark and scary, I'd be down that tunnel like a shot. Lucky for us, there's some scones lining the walls. All we need... sconces lining the walls. I'm hungry for scones. If you can't guess it. All we need to do is light them up. Well, I say we, but I actually mean you. I got darkophobia! I'm telling you, if a monster jumped at me, I'd have a bleeding heart attack. Sorry mate, but you and Malwath are gonna have to handle this one. Darkophobia? Probably there's an actual answer to fear of the dark. A proper medical term. However, you never actually can figure that out by the term itself. Yeah, you'll be needing this. I picked it up on the way over. You can use that torch to relight all the sconces in the tunnel. I ain't budging until the place is nice and bright. Gore it. Okay, so now we have to relight the sconces. These guys, if they hit you, will poison you, I think. They will poison you. So that's where the antidotal herb comes from. Okay, if you stand close enough with a torch in your hand, you see the prompt to light. This is another way how you can light up sconces. It's not just by picking up. Sconces, on the other hand, you can also light up by giving fire. I think braziers as well. Yeah, as I said, they become poisoned. If you still want some additional mushrooms for food, yeah, these can be a very good source. Although, I'll soon be making a better source for it. A better source for mushrooms. Light it up. Yeah, like as you can see, some of these mushrooms are in a awkward spot. This one is an actual one. Are in an awkward spot, and that means they are actually just hidden enemies. Ooh! Metal slime! Metal slime! Metal slime! I didn't think I would be getting this one over here already. Whenever you come across a metal slime, have your poison needle ready. Not there. Because metal slimes have a thick hide, a very durable hide. With any other weapon you will do either 0 or 1 damage. The poison needle guarantees that you will always do 1 damage with each hit. And metal slimes give a bunch of EXP and a silvery sludge, which we will need a lot of in the end. So always use your poison needle on on metal slimes. They give you a guarantee hit, and a 1-point hit on metal slimes, and they have very few health points. So as you can see, metal slimes go down really fast. Let's do this one. Finish it up. Ooh, we only have some hoods. Let's blow past you guys. It's nice and all, but I am going to need to, well, finish the mission. Nick! You're not afraid for... Ah, damn it. This is a little bit... My apologies. There you are. This place is lit up and good and proper now. You're a lifesaver. Yikes! Okay, Malwath, we have a... Oh! A due to destroy. Okay. Thanks for the meat, though. That guy was a little bit in the way. Now, this tunnel's lit up as bright as day. We can have a proper butcher's at what's down here. Maybe we'll find that silver we're after. Mugwork said he wanted 5 lumps, right? But God blimey, it's dark down here. It's double dark. If you spot any more sconces would have burned out, make sure you light them up. Usually if they are burned out, it means also they either ran out of fuel source or ran out of oxygen. But hey, when it's oxygen you can relight them. If they run out of fuel source, well, that's a different issue. Woo! Huh? Watch out, Nick. Something tells me this is just the kind of place the children of Hagen's hench monsters would hang out. Of course they would hang out here, and oh boy, I'm a little bit... Ouch! Hammerhoods! Yeah, oh no, those are brownies. I am getting pummeled on all sides. Please focus on Malwath and not on me. Hey, that one is still standing. Oh wait, our level increased again. Malwath gets stronger and Neek reaches level 16. His maximum HP increase. Oh, and I completely forgot I had an iron broadsword unlocked after that battle. Okay, not bad, eh Neek? Bashing all those beasties has made us even stronger. I'd say it was about time to think about adding a new smashing technique to your arsenal. Ooh, the Bigger Bash! I mean, you come up with all these new recipes, but when it comes to swinging that hammer, you'd still be stuck at square one if it wasn't for me. Alright, let me think. I know about, how about I teach you a way to smash even more blocks with a single swing. Just do as I say first. You've got to start swinging that mallet, just like normal. And then hit X to pour all your energy into it and absolutely let it rip. Yeah. Ahaha. Just like that, now you've got 2 special moves to choose from. Use whichever one matches the size of the thing you want to smash. I learned the Bigger Bash! Okay, the Bigger Bash! Something I have to go over later, a little bit more in detail. And I know now an Iron Axe, which is for Malwath. Ooh, new weapon. Unfortunately, I don't have a anvil with me, do I? No. I don't think I have an anvil. Alright, another pack of monster sand packing. Argon's minions must have a lot of time on their hands. Why else would they be roaming around these tunnels, smashing everything? Hold on, what's that? That would be silver. I don't know about you, but it looks pretty darn silvery to me. Could that be what we're looking for? That's probably it. I don't have a anvil, eh? Okay, so let's check. Yeah. Let's finish this up and then we'll end up... Ooh, treasure chest. I know, I get distracted all the time, but these are rustic, rusty bombs. Where can I best go to collect some silver? It's not really a lot now, is it? It's not really a big vein, or is it? No, it still continues on over here. Let's grab some silver, shall we? And let's see what it will do for us. Obtains a chunk of silver. And I learn silver ingot. That's silver, isn't it? Once we've collected enough, let's take our haul back to Old Man McGrog and leave the rest to the roughnecks. Okay, so I saw some more over here. I needed... How many did I need? Apparently 5. That should be all the silver we need. In that case, let's get it back to McGrog. The miners can handle things here. Alright, you rabble, rotten rustabouts. Get your picks out and get stuck in this seam of silver. Okay, from now on, silver will be among the accumulation declaration again as well. Come to the next evening report, we'll be adding silver to the day's haul. Now we can turn Goldirox into a Silver Golem. Oh wait, that was Dougie. With 3,000 lamps, if we want to get that lot dug up anytime soon, we'll have to get the lads motivated out of the eyeballs, which is why you gotta get that silver bar built. And that ain't only plus point of building the new pub when it's finished. We get the piece of resistance watching Babs dance. I can hardly bleeding wait. Here, Nick. Look at that. It's another Naviglobe. You might want to activate it before you head back. Okay. McGrog waiting for you up top. Why don't you head back to base and show him what we found? Okay, so, yeah. Let's go back. We had the Naviglobe. We hit it. Now it's time to get back up. Yeah, that's where we were. And this is where we had that one thing. Let's go back to town. Because I've got 3 things to do. Well, 2 things to do. Build new weapons and... Ooh, I have enough for new base level. Okay, let's first... I want to... build myself a new broadsword. The new broadsword is a... attack plus 50 and compared to attack plus 40. Now, with the copper sword, you could have made the argument that, hey, the poison needle might still be more useful because of its critical hit ratio. but compared to well, the base damage that a copper sword does, but now the base damage just outweighs even the critical hit ratio. So the iron sword is definitely better than even the poison needle. Don't even question that. And of course we have something for Malroth. Equip this myself, and here Malroth. Have yourself a new axe. Can I get the old one? Yeah. Magrok! That's a little bit weirdly positioned. Serge, what are you doing? You found it, didn't you, Nick? You found a seam of silver, just like I asked. The miners should start bringing silver back with them now. But if you ever need a little extra, you can always go and dig some up yourself. From what the lads tell me, it seems this seams in the deepest part of the mine. Those tunnels have been abandoned for donkey's years. They were excavated before our fathers were even twinkles in our grandfather's eyes. Nobody knows what's down there anymore. Rumor has it, the children of Hagen's grand temple lies deep within the caves. The legends tell of menacing monsters, bizarre buildings, and goodies galore. Now we found silver in the tunnels. All this talk of gold and treasure doesn't seem so far-fetched. Hey, and now you've got some silver to work with. You'll be able to make some terrific treasures yourself. Ooh, that's for sure. Even if the silver bar isn't totally finished, it's sure to spur them on if they see you are making progress. But when the place is finally ready, it'll be time for Babs to make good on her promise and dance for us. Not that I have any interest in ogling dancing girls, you understand? All I care about is seeing that girl with a smile on her face, doing what she loves. Honestly, it is. Yeah, you tell yourself that. Okay, well then you now have a mission for us next, but if you don't mind, I want to end the episode around here. With the next accumulation declaration, we will be having some silver in it. But that will be, well, probably the start for the next, for the next episode, because it is getting very close and it is also getting late. If you like this episode, leave a like behind. If you didn't like it, leave a dislike behind. I thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you again next time, when we will be continuing on digging for silver. All in all, I thank you all for watching. Until then, bye!